Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast on SportsZone Chicago. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles, and we got a good one. We got a good one right now. The half is not over. There's 14 seconds left. Looks like the Niners have got a false start penalty. They're about at the San Francisco 25. It's 3rd and 8, and it looks like they started this. I think they started the drive at the San Francisco 25. They're about at midfield right now. They're trying to get into field goal range. It's a good first half, man. I like the way the 49ers are attacking the Cardinals on both with pressure as well as with the running game. They're using that running game with Wilson. Wilson's looking pretty good, man. It seems like the Niners just continue to just have these running backs fall out of the sky for them where they can just plug and play and they have another 1,000-yard rusher. You know what I mean? Like it's kudos to them, kudos to their scouting department, their player development, because it just seems like no matter who comes in, who goes down, somebody's going to be able to run the football. Granted, their line is good, is pretty good as well. Right now, you're bottling up Kyler Murray pretty good, I would say. 15 to 25, 113 yards. 5 rushes, 32 yards. It's real close. Like I said, 14 seconds left. Right before we go ahead and we're going to let that up field goal. Let me see. I think that's prior. Why is it? I got a slow update. I don't know why. But anyway, the Cardinals are going to have to hold on because I think the Niners right now at least have their number. But let's go ahead and talk about the game before, just so we could wrap that one up. The Bucs, just a cakewalk in Detroit. I know you were happy about the win, but you got your playoff berth, but it's not over. You know what I mean? Like You can't just be lax. There's things that need to be fixed. Like we talked about Leonard Fournette being lazy. We talked about, and honestly, they ended up using Vaughn.
Yeah, Keyshawn.
A lot, like I said, and it benefited. I thought it benefited them more than anything because the last thing you want is to let a beaten, defeated Lions team linger around, because they're gonna keep playing. They're gonna keep playing at 110%, and your guys might not. And honestly, that's how you really sustain injuries. Is if you have people in there that are not playing necessarily up to 100%, I feel like, because of look what score is. You're going to have guys playing a little slow, not trying to, playing cautious, and that's when injuries strike. So I wouldn't want that at all. I was glad they ended it and they were able to run the football. But yeah, good for you guys. Like, you got the playoff berth. Hopefully, you can sustain this success in the postseason.
Yeah, we're gonna need them to play like they did today. They're gonna have to come out. They can't do this spotting people 20-point stuff and try to come from behind again. They need to keep going. They're gonna get Ronald Jones back, so the Fournette thing. Who knows? Maybe Fournette just played his way right out of his job. Maybe they're happy with what they saw from Keyshawn Vaughn. So, maybe it'll be Jones and Vaughn instead of Fournette. Who knows? But yeah, we're going to get Jones back. That running game is going to, hopefully gets going, because he was putting up about 100 yards a game there the last 4 or 5 games that he played. So I like he has to be the one that started. You have to be able to run the ball. Gronk got involved. Like I said, he pretty much hit a bunch of different receivers today. So, and then Gabbert came in and didn't look that bad.
Gabbert didn't look too bad. His first, I think it was 1 for 1 with a touchdown.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, wow.
A plain Gabbert sighting, like who?
Yeah, I was like, wow, man. But yeah, they're on their way. The thing is that let's just let's get another win next Sunday, and then we'll go to the playoffs and try to get back home to Tampa for the Super Bowl.
Right, and it still hasn't been done. Been done. But we'll see. You got a good shot. But going back to this Niners-Cardinals game, because it's important to Bears fans. you have the 49ers have the Cardinals, I think, right where they want them. They have not allowed Kyler Murray to go ham on him. They've pretty much contained him for the most part. Your running game is doing well. Like I said, Jeff Wilson, 9 carries, 59 yards in a half. CJ Beathard is just not screwing up. That's how I'll say. CJ Beathard is just not screwing up. 5 of 9, 87 yards and a touchdown. You got George Kittle, just one reception for 24 yards. But, man, it's good to see George Kittle out there. You know that he's on a pitch count, but you also have the game plan for him, because now that you're going later into the game and the game is close, that you're going to need to eat up that middle of the field. You're going to have to attack the middle of the field. And who better to attack? I mean, other than Kelsey and Waller, who better to attack the middle of the field than George Kittle? And I feel like they're going to do that in the second half. They're going to continue to run the football. That's the San Francisco 49ers. But I feel like they're going to be able to wear down that defense, and they're going to hit. I'm not saying Beathard's going to go ahead and throw for 300 yards in the second half, but he will find some success. Maybe he hits another touchdown. The play to Jeff Wilson, I was just like, where was the defense? It was just a tunnel. It was just catch, tunnel, end zone. That was it. Right. That was right. It. So it was a weird defensive play for the Cardinals on that touchdown pass. But like I said, keep running the football. CJ Beathard isn't screwing up. So you obviously know you're playing a possession type of game. You continue to run this football. The defense, like I said, the defense is motivated, dude. Like there's guys on this football team, on that defense, that know they want to be a part of whatever's happening. Because if Robert Saleh doesn't leave next year, think about what you have. You still have Shanahan. Then you have Saleh. Now you still have the coaching staff. You still have everything pretty much and more from that Super Bowl team. And now you got guys that younger guys that you've seen that want to play, that have gotten that experience, that are hungry and fighting for you. Man, like the Niners are going to look pretty good next year, depending on how they draft and who they keep and whatnot. If they're able to keep some of their coaches, I think the San Francisco 49ers are still very dangerous come next year in the NFL. Like they just do it. They're able to do everything together and just everything solid. It's not even, like I said, even in this lost year for the Niners, everything just continues. Even when they're blown out, everything just continues to be like, all right, this is looking like it has direction. This looks like it has purpose. And that's kudos to them. It's good for their organization. They can find people that can sustain that type of success for them. Right now, you have, like I said, Kyler Murray, 16 to 27. He's at 27 passes already, Luke. 27 already, Luke. 16 to 27, 118 yards. That's it. 27 passes, and you only have 118 yards. No touchdowns. Like that's too much.
He probably should have had another 50 on that with the one that Dan Arnold dropped. Yeah. That one was completely on Dan Arnold. Like it was there. But I mean, the 49ers are forced to do exactly what you want Kyler Murray to do, throw the ball a whole lot. And that's kudos to them for, bottling him up. I know he has taken off a couple times, but that's Kyler Murray. You're not going to contain him for every down. You know what I mean? You just want to try to limit those runs that he gets downfield. But yeah, they're doing everything they can. I mean, I agree with you. Like 49ers are probably going to look pretty good next year. I mean, I know that Sherman has come out and said that it's going to take a lot for him to stay in San Francisco. We'll see what happens
with the cornerback play that we've seen tonight. I don't think Sherman's going to matter. I mean, not dismissing him as any less of a player or say his body of work isn't credible. I'm just saying you're getting old. This is the nature of the beast. You're getting older. You're getting older. There's guys coming up, and there's guys that are playing like some dogs right now. They're fighting, even though they're not in a winning position, not in a position to secure a playoff spot. You have guys battling for you, and that's what you want. Like that's what you want. So I really don't believe the Niners, whoever they lose, I just feel like they're going to be able to plug somebody right back in and keep the machine going.
Yeah, for sure. They seem to have like the eternal football player pool. There's like a portal in somewhere in that organization that these players just keep falling through from like wormhole or something. You're just like, who? who? Jeff Wilson from where?
They're just cloning
dudes. Undrafted, they're just like, hey, you busy?
That's what they used to say. They said that about Belichick. Remember? It's like he'd go get the bag boy. He'd go get the bag boy at the grocer and he'd go ahead and plug him in and he'd get like 5 sacks, 300 yards rushing.
Right. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, kudos to them. And to touch on what you said, with where they're, if they keep the coaches and they get some, we'll see what they do in the draft. I mean, likewise could be said for Arizona, man. They, they got Hop, they got their quarterback. I don't know. I mean, I guess those running backs could suffice. Dan Arnold doesn't seem to be too awful bad. I mean, today he had the drop, but maybe another high powered receiver wouldn't hurt. Give Murray a few more targets out there, and then the rest on that defense. I mean. Yeah, and here's I meant to say this right off the bat. If somebody could please get a memo to Bethard and tell him to get down instead of getting your head taken off when you run with the ball. God. Like you are the only quarterback left.
I was sitting there like this, like
yeah, like no, he didn't.
They said what's the fullback's name? Christian
Juicy, yeah.
Jersey, yeah. They said he's him and another guy are battling for the emergency backup quarterback, and he would be. I think he's slotted in as the next guy up. So unless you want your fullback to be the starter or to be plugged in at the quarterback spot, I suggest you get down and you take what you could get.
Yeah, because when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, don't tell me that was his head because he's done. And luckily, Buda Baker did a good job of moving his head off to the side and just hitting him with the shoulder, but. Yeah, I think everybody in the 49ers organization took a quick breath, like,
yeah, just oh my God,
just like a deep breath. And I'm sure when he got to the sideline, I'm sure he got a little bit of a mouthful from somebody telling him that exact thing, like, dude, you cannot be doing this. Like, you are our only quarterback. Stay on your feet, get down, get out of bounds, whatever you got to do. Just don't take the hit.
Know the situation at hand. It's you're the only guy left. Like, you cannot take. Like, you could go ahead and get what you can, like I said, get what you can get. Do what you have to do for the team, but understand that you being safe, like you getting down and protecting yourself, is a part of helping the team because you're the only one left.
Right, and we can't run the ball every down. So I mean, you got to at least attempt to pass it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like the 49ers. I feel like both of these teams are just like they can both get better in the draft. I mean, obviously, I would say that the 49ers is probably more the complete team. But like I said, they may have guys moving. They may not be bringing guys back, so it's not going to hurt to plug in some new guys. In Arizona, I mean, like I said, I feel like they're on the right track. I like what the coach is doing with them out there. I mean, he's finally got his guy. He's been trying to get his hands on Kyler Murray ever since high school. So, he finally got him. Then he bring Hop over, and like I said, I feel like there may be just like one or two more receivers away, or maybe even another stellar tight end or whatever.
A running back.
Yeah,
a running back.
Yeah, but I mean, you could get by with Edmonds and Drake, but I just feel like he needs more down because I'm not sold on Christian Kirk. I never have been.
You need a tight end. You really need a tight end in Arizona, and I think Kyler would be okay because then you have somebody right there. Boom, he could just dump it. He doesn't have to scramble, continue to look further and further downfield. He can have a safety net right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, I feel like both these. The great thing about it is they're both in the same division, so we can. From here on out, we're just going to be looking forward to great matchups because it seems like this division's getting pretty tight. All the teams in this division are pretty damn good. So this might be the new powerhouse division in the NFL.
We'll see. All right, guys, we're going to get to you in the post game. And then after that, it's the last game of the night. It'll be Miami versus Vegas, Raiders versus Dolphins. That should be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one as well. This one's getting better and better by the second, even though it's a low scoring game. You see there's a struggle happening, and it's going to be interesting to see who ends up coming out on top here in the end.
Oh, I agree, man. I'm happy. So I just wanted to know so if Arizona ends up winning, what does that mean for the Bears?
They need them to lose. Period.
That's it.
They just need one loss in these next 2 weeks. The Bears got to win. The Bears have to win. If they win and the Cardinals, they just have to win. That's all I'm going to say. Win the game. If the Cardinals end up dropping this, you'll know. You'll see me.
Right. I'm sure.
So in the post game, if the Cardinals end up dropping this, you'll see me a little fired up. I'm not going to lie. you'll see me a little fired up because there's opportunity for my team. There's
Yep.
opportunity for my team. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This has been the Basement Monsters Game Day Podcast. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. We'll see you guys in the post of this game. And then, like I said, Dolphins, Raiders up next. Until then, peace.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.